Okay, let's talk about ownership of climate change. Is this something that humans are causing? Must we admit that it's us? Well, yeah, we have to. Climate change is a human-caused problem, and I'm going to move on to showing you some data that will make you understand that that's the case. Here's something from a respected organization, NASA, our space program. These guys know science, and these guys have a great website. You can see all the things listed there that NASA has available for you on the web. Evidence, causes of climate change, its effects, scientific consensus, excellent resource. Go to their website if you're looking for some good official information. And the slide we have on the screen here shows some kind of scary good official information, but throughout recorded history, the concentration, how much carbon dioxide is in the atmosphere of carbon dioxide has never risen above 300 parts per million until now. There's a political organization called 350.org. I thought that was a lousy name for an organization, but it had to do with this threshold, trying to keep the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere below 350 parts per million. Well, 350.org has been blown out of the water by the reality that you can see on the slide. It's already approaching 400, and as you'll see soon, there's more to come. So, some people say, so what? Carbon dioxide increases. Well, carbon dioxide and temperature increase pretty much together. This is a graph of carbon dioxide increasing, and then this is a graph of temperature on roughly the same time scale from around the birth of Christ, or whatever AD stands for, 0 AD, to the modern era. And you can see that climate change, you can see that carbon dioxide was pretty steady until this industrial revolution kicked in. And once the industrial revolution kicked in, the concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere went haywire, but then so did the pattern of temperature. We were actually on a decreasing line temperature-wise over time, the Earth was, until about the Industrial Revolution, and we've kicked it up quite a bit. Where we should be naturally is down there at the green line. Maybe we should be headed towards an ice age. Well, as it turns out, we're headed to just the opposite. This is going to be a little animation showing you global warming in progress. This starts from the 1800s and is showing you the difference in temperature at these various locations on the globe from the average between 1951 and 1980. Watch as it goes, and watch where we end up, which is kind of interesting. Look at that. So the world has really warmed up, but what I like to point out to people is over here on the West Coast, the world is about the same as it used to be. And in fact, climate models show that along the coast of California, even as far east as, say, downtown LA, in the next few decades, we might be enjoying some cooling because the climate change is going to be kicking up some more coastal breezes, the marine layer will come in further, and even air pollution could be a little bit less because of these breezes, cleaning out the particulate matter, perhaps blowing it all the way out here to this valley here in Orange County. But my point is, if you have real estate on anywhere up on the west, along the coastline, hang on to it for a while, but don't stop your efforts to stop climate change, because just because you're living in a comfortable region doesn't mean that the rest of the world is going to be comfortable. More evidence that climate change is real happening now. 2012, 30th consecutive year with a global temperature above the 20th century average. Global temperature by decade, you can see it rising here above this 1961 to 1990 average. And it's all in degrees Celsius. For those who don't know what a degree Celsius is, 1 degree Celsius holds 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's about twice as big as a Fahrenheit degree. Okay, so we have temperature records. You hear about these on TV all the time, right? You hear the meteorologist, the certified meteorologist who happens to look really good usually on our local TV stations, giving you the weather report and telling you about the records. telling you about the record. So, from 1950 to 1999, there was a ratio of 1 cold record to 1 hot record. And 2000 to 2011, you have a ratio of 2 hot records to 1 cold record. And from January to July, just the year 2012, there was a ratio of 10 hot records to 1 cold record all throughout the country. Australia had this heat forecast graph on a day, January 4th, 2013. It's getting plenty hot in Australia. And then, look at this, 10 days later, that. And then check this out. Here we go, 2 new colors had to be added to the map because it got hotter than it had ever been in Australia. I just think that's pretty cool. Watch this, the incredible shrinking ice cap, polar ice cap. A lot of ice there, same time of year, 2012, that was in 1980, a lot less ice. Things are melting. Many lines of evidence all show the same warming. See air, see this, snow, ocean heat content. Now ocean heat is a big deal. And I mean, it's just, look them up yourself. There's all sorts of different lines of inquiry that show that that change is happening. But just know, when it comes to snow cover, there's actually one group that's really interested in preventing climate change's continued march, and that's skiers. So there's a whole subgroup within the Climate Reality Project that wear stickers that say, I am pro-snow. So the pro-snow people are really worried here. In fact, there's a lot of industry that defends New Hampshire looking like that. That's actually northern hemisphere, but New Hampshire should look like that in the winter. That's a great place to ski. All right, that's the end of Division 4.